I was actually trying to recover and just move forward with it anyways, and then it's hard to recover on the left side of the wheel. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. But I'm trying to decide if I should, I don't know if it's going to be better to submit like whatever my latest PB is as like the video for the GDQ submission, or if I should probably, I don't know, I'd have to watch my PB again to even see what I'm even talking about in that video. It may just be completely unhelpful things. Most of my runs, I feel like I at least add some narration to, or at least kind of comment on things that are going well or not going well about the run. But I don't know if it would be a better idea for me to just do like a full run, like a no reset run of just me doing like sample what I might narrate during an actual GDQ if I were to run this game, and if that would probably be better. Especially with this being a fairly obscure game, it's not like something that people looking at submission videos are just going to be familiar with anything about this game. So I think it's pretty charmingly quirky, I guess, and has a lot of entertainment value for running at a GDQ, but I feel like I'm gonna have to sell that a little bit to give it a good chance of getting accepted too. So one of these days before the submission dates open up, I may just try and do a full run with like sample GDQ narration to use as my submission video, just to see if that helps the chances of it getting submitted. Or accepted. I guess the chances of it getting submitted are pretty high, since that's just on me. But it's worth a shot, and if it gets rejected, then I'll just try again next time. Alright, there's a little bit of time saved. I'm too chicken to try and actually do the old new time save because I've been messing up been resetting too much. I'm like, I need to get something going here. That's early. Flip on the wall. Yep, so we jumped on the Ferris wheel. So the whole storyline is, you know, King Drool, the big bad, sent us forward in time, because Bonk's a caveman, so he sent us forward in time. No real good reason. Decent kill. Then you're in like modern day Japan in the Japanese version, or Chinatown in the North American version of the game. Then you go underwater, there's like random, you know, then you just randomly end up at a Ferris wheel, you jump off of it, you end up on an airplane, you fight a weird boss, you fall off the airplane, you land on Jurassic Island. So even though we're in the future, there's a Jurassic Island with dinosaurs. I don't know if we've gone back to the past somehow from falling off the airplane. It's not quite clear what happens. We don't play this game for the storyline. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. It's a really fun game, a really great soundtrack, and a lot of just fun quirkiness and good platform, good level design, in my opinion, for a Bonk game. Lots of fun little power-ups and unique things to do, but not the strongest storyline. I will say that about it. But I don't think anyone plays any of the Bonk games for the storyline. There we go. There's clean gator stairs. And a good drop pattern. Let's go. Alright. Might still be in the green here. Yeah, I am. Great. It's hard to keep pace with that black hole split because my PB was a rainbow. And so everything's got to go right there. Alright, so here's the first warp. We go into the TV, which says Crab Bonk on it. So presumably we're kind of playing a mini game within the game. But then they hide a warp token down here at the bottom of the screen, which lets you skip the rest of Act 2 when you come out of the TV. Normally, if you just play the stage, you'd pick up a bunch of random items and whatnot up above, which I don't go up above because everything being on screen causes some lag, and I want to reduce the lag as much as possible during the speedrun. But normally you'd just pick up a bunch of items and then it would spit you back out on the TV again, and you'd finish the rest of Act 2 normally, but when you get the warp token, you skip the rest of Act 2. So that's what we do here, and then we'll go straight to Act 3. But normally what would happen in the rest of Act 2 is you go inside of a cup of orange juice, which you get slurped up by a dinosaur, since you're on Jurassic Island after all. Then you defeat some sort of weird parasite with a mustache in the dinosaur's heart, which causes him to sneeze you into space. So now you'll be caught up on the storyline for after we warp to Act 3 here. I always like to give, anytime I have new viewers, I like to, at least give a rundown so that everyone's up to speed. And what's going on here? Alright. Still keeping pace, so that's good. Coming up on this next split, these next couple splits are where some of the stuff that gets a little more technically difficult starts to come in. The subterranean trap screen is the first real difficult thing to do. Alright, that was good. Now we're in the subterranean trap, so gotta try and skip a section of this. Hey, OmniGamer. Welcome. There we go. First try, trap skip. And we're on pace. So that's one of the hardest things to do there because you only have a few frames to start spinning in midair there. There's like Kaizo blocks down below there that if you fall down and try and jump back up, you'll hit that wall and you'll lose about 10 seconds. It's kind of the way they intend for you to play the level, honestly. It's called Subterranean Trap for a reason because they want you to get trapped by that. But it is possible to bypass there and save some real time. There we go. There's the bug juggle. Good pillars. Finally got that down a little more consistently. Okay, that works. What I want to happen there is to hit the alligator and keep the letters going, but it's a little bit faster, but that still works. As long as I don't get squashed into a crab there. That happens, then the run's over, so pretty good pace. All right. And I'll actually have the gold crab, which means nothing, it's just, looks cool. Alright, so I'm on a really good pace here. We'll see if I get the lucky crab block or not. Let's see. Clip on that wall there. Okay. See if the hitbox wants to behave first, I guess. Yep, okay. So this crab block up ahead here, on the North American version, sometimes it squashes you first try, sometimes it doesn't. Not sure why. On the Japanese version of the game, yay, I got it. There we go. See, gold crab's lucky. On the Japanese version of the game, it squashes you first try every time. So that's why I find it kind of strange that it doesn't behave the same way on the North American version of the game, because I don't know what they would have changed about the game mechanics that between versions that would cause that to behave differently, but something. So that I do have that in my PB, so I'm only keeping pace with my PB because of that. But in this auto scroller section, by shooting these tokens and collecting them as quick as possible, I figured out that I can actually reduce the lag that happens in this screen by up to about 2 seconds, and I don't have that. I had not figured that out in my latest PB. That's something I recently figured out. So that's where the 2 seconds of time save that I have on this split comes from, is from this lag mitigation. Now I don't think I'll get all of it because I had a little bit of a awkward hang up on that wall, like before jumping into the Quest Eon room, where I was a little slow. But I could probably get, you know, a second and a half of this still. So I just want to collect everything, and I want to collect the NA tokens first. Well, I want to pick up anything that doesn't give iframes first, then the NA tokens, because those don't ever despawn on their own, and then anything else after that is kind of the priority I want to go for. Ah, that gives iframes. And losing heart containers is still not good, so I'm not going to pick those up. There we go. So that I should still be even more green than I was coming into the split there. Yep. And then this next split is where my big time save is. So I've lost 2 runs to this split tonight. I might lose another. We'll see. But really, I could be up to, you know, plus 10 coming into this split and still have a decent PB chance. So the fact that I'm coming in at minus 2.7 is really good. But there are some of the hardest things are yet to come in these last few splits. And so the run could spontaneously die at any moment, basically. Well, okay, there's only a few ways that the run could spontaneously die, but my time save could definitely disappear rather quickly in a few different ways. So I'm not even going to say what the things that could kill my run outright are out loud, though, because that's just asking for one of them to happen. So I'm not going to tell you what those are unless they actually happen. So last time all of my boss fights went well, and I was just really clumsy getting between boss fights and lost a ton of time there. And then the time before that, one of the catastrophic things happened and I lost the run that way. So hopefully, I mean, on the pace that I'm on, I only really need to save a few seconds out of the really 15 or 16 possible seconds here to still be on a pretty good pace, but the more the better. But going into the last 2 splits, I definitely need to be green if I'm going to have a real chance, because my last 2 splits were both really good on my PB. So, alright, I'm going to try and focus up here and not mess this up. The heart's starting to pound a little bit. That's why you need your full power up here to take out that boss quickly. And it'll wear off here at the beginning of this boss. So it takes 6 hits to kill the boss this time around, since I'm only in the middle power-up form instead of 4 hits all the way powered up. Then we get the blue candy and turn big. This is the first time in the entire run we turn big, and only time. Decent kill. It was probably a couple seconds slower than it could have been, but decent. At least I stayed up above, which is what you want to do. Come on, get up there. There we go. Okay. Took me a few tries to get up there last time. Only killed one snowman, so I'm gonna get some lag here. Still a good kill. It was just a little laggy, but not good enough. Alright, now I gotta pull off the new strat on this boss. I did it last time. Just gotta do it again. There we go. Alright, I got most of the time saved. Could have been better, but I'll take that all day. Alright, I've got a real chance here. Now my heart's really going to start pounding. Alright. And my hands are going to get real sweaty. Just let the muscle memory do the work. There we go, got the cannonball. Oh! I almost had the dragonfly juggle. That was almost the perfect tower climb. Almost. I'm gonna lose a few seconds because of getting stuffed underneath that dragonfly. But man, that was so close. I've never actually gotten that perfect tower climb in a real run. And it almost actually happened on this crazy pace. So I'm still in good shape. Yeah, there's a lot of high-risk strat in that power climb. But almost everything I do in there saves multiple seconds, and so it's hard not to go for. Jumped wrong there, that's all right. All right, that was good. No need for the safety bridge. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm at the final boss fight. What's crazy is I don't even need the double hit to get the sub 24, but I think I would regret not going for it anyways, so I'm still gonna go for it. I might regret this, but it might be a really good PB. I just gotta go for the safe double hits so that if I miss a double hit, I still get a regular hit. All right. That was a little slow up in the air there. All right, here we go. I got the double hit. Got it. The perfect kill was still in play, so I had to go for it, but once I missed the second double hit, I had the safe strat from there out. Oh my goodness, this is it. This is it. Let's see what it ends up. There it is. The sub 24, and by a good margin. Actually did it. And actually, with that being a 0.0, there's a good chance that that's actually a 2349. I'll actually probably have to like frame count this one for the first time. I've never had a PB that's been on like the .0 marker or on the .9 marker where where it's actually been close enough. But I usually split a few tenths of a second late on that explosion at the end, because I think it's technically the first frame where the explosion appears, and I usually split a couple tenths of a second after that. But I'll also have to look at the very beginning, because I'll have to make sure that the first frame where I take control of Bonk isn't off too. I don't even know what tools to use for that, but I'll figure it out. But wow, I actually pulled through. I was definitely getting pretty nervous there with the -14 going into the tower climb, and then I almost had the perfect tower climb, which probably would have been another 4 seconds faster than that even. But I think I can actually say that I'm very proud of that run. I don't think that there's anything that I'm gonna like completely cringe at watching that again. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Thanks. That feels wonderful. I honestly can't say that, you know, this wasn't like the longest grind or anything. Like some of you that I watch your channels, I know have much longer grinds than a few hundred runs of what I've done. But I'll probably be back to this game someday. I mean, while I was doing this, you know, this grind to try and get sub 24 minutes, I kept coming up with new strats that saved little bits of time here and there, and I imagine that will still continue. I'll still be thinking, I'll probably be like, I'll wake up and I'll have had some weird dream about some, you know, extra 5, 10, you know, half a second I could save in Super Bonk somewhere, and maybe someday enough of those things will pile up where I'll come back and go for an even better time. But I'm really happy with 2350 for now. I mean, I would have been happy with 2359, and I'm very happy with 2350. And like I said, it might actually be a 2349. So there it is. More efficient practice. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that that's what I was doing here. Especially the past couple of